Ah, there we go. Fantastic. Oh man, I am like still in my 20s and cannot figure out this technology sometimes. Well, hi everybody. Um,
Ryan is very stressed out.
it's going. Do you see it?
Oh, he sees it. He sees it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm waiting for some people to join. I don't know how to actually see if anybody is watching. So if you are watching, go ahead and just comment a little wave and tell me that you're here, because that would be awesome. Um, I am going to, while I wait for some other people to join, this is truly a happy hour. This is a happy hour concert. I am, Colleen is here. All right, we got one person. That's all we need. I just need one person in the audience. So this is truly a happy hour concert. So while we wait for some people to join, I am going to open this bottle of wine, which I'm really excited about because I never get to indulge in alcoholic beverages while I am performing. But you know what? All the rules have been have been broken in the past few weeks here in our country. So um, I'm just gonna break the whole like singing and alcohol rule too. So okay, this is not a typical wine opener that I'm used to, but oh great, we have so many friends coming in. Hey everybody! Oh, this is so much fun. Just going to give it a few more minutes or so. While I'm opening this wine, I just wanted to talk to you. I'll introduce this again after I sing my first song. Oh, one of the best sounds in the world, that pop. Great. I love seeing all you guys here. This is the first Finally Friday concert done for Moonlight Stage Productions, as they have launched. They're sort of digitizing their content for this weird time that we're in, but they're doing some really cool things. And so they have asked me for this first Friday to do a little cocktail concert. And it's really crazy for me to do this because I literally just did a cabaret at Moonlight. So I'm going to be singing some songs from my show that I did back in January. And I am outside right now because Moonlight is an outdoor theater. And so to get in the Moonlight mood, I have set up a whole station outside. And that's how we do it at the Moonlight. This is usually, it's 8 o'clock. This is usually what the sun looks like at the beginning of summer. It's like just going down. So here we go. I'm pouring a glass of wine. I am a cab guy myself. So cheers. I really want this night to be very interactive. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Gabe, Steve, Wendy, Jeremy, Ariana. Hi, everybody. I want this night to be very interactive, so please comment like crazy because I can see it right on the side here. Ask any question that you want. First up, tell me if you are sharing in a cocktail tonight or a non-alcoholic beverage. And cheers to all of us here on this Friday night in this crazy time that we're living in. I am going to start the night off with song to I want this night to be a time to take us out of the world a little bit. So this first song is the song that I used to start my cabaret, and it's kind of what I want to set the tone for the evening tonight. So here we go. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. Begin with a spin, traveling wanna view paradise. Simply look around and view it. Anything you want, do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to it. There's no life I know to compare with your imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. That was some pure imagination. That was the name of my show. This is just, well, first of all, for those of you that joined in the middle of that song, welcome to MTV, Moonlight TV. This is the first Friday in a new series that Moonlight is launching of some digital content during this quarantine that we're all going through. It's a very weird time for all of us, and I'm just so honored that they asked me to do this. Moonlight is incredible, prestigious outdoor theater in Vista, California, but if you're tuning in, you probably know what Moonlight is. The Moonlight is sort of the home of my artistic life and spirit. So, okay, great. Sorry, I'm getting notes from my stage manager about sound balancing. Moon, and where's my phone? Because I have some notes of things that I wanted to share. You know, this is such an interesting time for performers because we're all trying to figure out this new world that we're living in and how to sort of, especially in theater, you know, what makes theater so special is it has this ephemeral quality to it. It is in the moment and then it's over. And as we transition to a digital world, it's so interesting to kind of find out the ways that we adapt and the ways that we grow. And what I was just struck by singing that song is that I was so nervous. And it's funny because people always think that you would be nervous singing in front of a group of people, but I think I was more nervous singing it by myself, knowing that you all were there. I'm so much more comforted to be present with people that I'm singing with. We're just all learning so much during this time. And I find it all very interesting. But back to Moonlight, I'm just so happy that they asked me to do this. Moonlight is going to be having their 40th anniversary season this summer, which is so exciting. They are such an amazing company and they do such incredible songs. So again, if you're just joining us, I want this to be very interactive. This is a happy hour concert, so I have my own glass of wine here. Comment what you're drinking. Comment any sort of questions that you have during this time, and I will answer questions, and we'll have fun. And I want to make this interactive and a great time for all. It's just so great to see all of you. I wish that I could see all of your faces. They should have like digital audience video involved. Also, I know I'm repeating myself. I'm outside because Moonlight is an outdoor theater. So I got out of, I didn't even introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm Jacob Haren. I grew up at the Moonlight. I'm currently in the Book of Mormon on Broadway. Broadway is dark for obvious reasons. And I actually got out of New York pretty quickly. I'm here in North Carolina right now. I have some incredible friends that have opened up their home to me and my boyfriend, and they have just a beautiful plot of land. And I wanted to sit outside and sing because that's what we do at the Moonlight. So speaking at Moonlight, this next song is actually from the very first show that I ever did at Moonlight. And it's one of my favorite musicals of all time. This is from the musical Peter Pan. This is Never Never Land. each art, you must find it with your heart. Never, never let. It might be miles beyond the moon, or right there where you stand. Just keep an open mind, and then suddenly you'll find. Never, never let. You'll have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you can never grow old. And that's my home where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things and your heart will fly on wings forever in Never, Never Land. Peter Pan was the first audition, the first show I ever did at Moonlight, and I remember driving up to the Bringle Terrace Park Rec Center for the audition, and I was actually cut from my audition, and I remember looking at this other kid who was number 86, and I was so jealous that he was kept, and I was like, I'm so much better for the role of Michael than you. Well, it turns out that they cut the wrong kid on accident. They cut number 68 and they meant to cut number 86. So my parents promptly drove me back to the theater. I finished my audition and I got the role of Michael in Peter Pan. You'll have a treasure if you stay there, more precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you can never grow old. And that's my home where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things and your heart will fly on wings forever in Never, Never Land. Just as I looked up, I saw the moon and I was just like, it just really struck me because of obviously the moonlight, but it it's just, you know, we all can look up at that same moon together during this time. It's beautiful to see the ways in which we can all connect and be together during this time. So I wanted to check in on some of my comments. It's just so great to hear what you all have to say. I actually want to give a shout out right now to Jeremy Nix. I don't know if you guys have Disney Plus, if you're watching Disney Plus, but this is a little shameless plug for me. I have a YouTube channel where I watch some content on Disney Plus and I react to it, and it's very silly and fun. So I started with High School Musical, the musical, the series, and am sort of in the middle of watching Encore. And I just uploaded a video today watching Oklahoma, but the very first episode of Encore, So Encore on Disney Plus. The point of Encore is it is a this show where they reunite high school drama kids to put on an encore performance of their High School Musicals. So these are, people anywhere between 30s and 60s coming back and redoing their High School Musical. It's an amazing concept and it's extremely heartwarming. And the first episode is Annie. They did Santana High. They brought the kids back from Santana High School, and they did Annie. And the guy that played Daddy Warbucks. Oh my gosh! Welcome, bugs. That's what we love being outside. I knew that some bugs would come from this light, but it just reminds me of Moonlight. Oh God, they're so big. Oh man, geez, I just hate the flying things, but it's fine. So Jeremy Nix, who played Daddy Warbucks in this high school production of Annie at Santana High School is in the first episode of Encore, and he said that he would tune in tonight. So hello, Jeremy. It's really special that you're here. You all can check out some of my reaction videos after you've watched the series Encore on Disney+. It's a great time. Yeah, please ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer any during this time. I just love all of the love that you're sharing. I also am indulging a little bit tonight in our happy hour moment. Yes, the number 86. Yeah, I was very very jealous of number 86, but that was funny that they actually cut the wrong person. So, Jeremy, I'm actually in Winston-Salem, New York. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I love it. It is beautiful. All right, just checking in with you guys. Great. All right. Ryan, my friend Ryan really hates things that fly, so I know that he can connect with me right now at my embarrassing reaction to the bugs flying around. So, my favorite quarantine snack, okay, during quarantine, I'm like forgetting to feed myself, so I'm not really snacking, but I did just make it to Trader Joe's and got some salt and pepper chips, which I can eat a whole bag in one sitting. So that's going to be my quarantine snack. So anyways, we're going to move on to the next song. Oh, here comes my stage manager with some bug spray. I'm going to like spray. You guys have to, I wish I took a picture in the daylight. You should see like the setup that I put up outside. It's so crazy. So, all right. See, I have so many supportive people around me, as I'm sure you all do. And I think that's what some of this quarantine time is reminding us. So this next song, I have to stand and sing it because I need some air. So, but this is a song that I love. I'm a huge, the reason that I started this YouTube channel is because I love Disney and I love going to the parks. I love all things Disney. And my favorite Disney storyteller of all time is a man named Howard Ashman, who was the lyricist of, oh, look, you can even see the stars. Oh, love this. Howard Ashman was the lyricist of The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. He wrote half of Aladdin. He died suddenly, or just, sooner than he should have, from the AIDS crisis in the 90s. And we were left without so many unwritten music that he should have been writing to this day. But he is my favorite, and he did a collaboration of a show called Smile with Marvin Hamlish, and it was sort of a flop. It was about these like pageant queens, but in it was a song called Disneyland, and it's a beautiful song. And what is significant about this song is that it was sung in the show by Jodie Benson, who would end up becoming the voice of Ariel in The Little Mermaid. So this is the song Disneyland, and I'm happy that I get to share it with you all tonight. But I need like a big sip of water before this. All right. Yes, stage manager? Oh, we're good. All right. Hot Sunday night, I guess the folks were busy fighting. Joe had already left home, 11 years old on my own, feeling nothing but lonely. There's nothing to do, there's nothing out there but the traffic down on State 93. So I'd sit through the night by our old black and white TV. And that's when I saw it. That's when I heard it calling. Magic Kingdom, Disneyland. Close my eyes real tight, wishing hard I might, wishing hard I might find my way to Disneyland. Gotta get to Disneyland on a western breeze. Magic carpet, please carry me away. Oh, I know you're gonna say the trees are paper mache. It's done with mirrors, the magic there. Each little bird's full of springs. You press a button, it sings recorded music in the air. They've had the mountain refaced, the castle's plywood and paste. Go on, say it. I'll turn around and tell you I don't care. I don't care. I will live in Disneyland, make my home in Disneyland. Maybe it's all fake, that's the chance I'll take. It's perfectly okay. Someone give me Disneyland. Take me there to Disneyland. And when I get to Disneyland, I'll stay. All of Winston-Salem. That was Disneyland by Marvin Hamlish and Howard Ashman. Though I saw that the light got a little funky there. Sorry, because I stood up and the sun has gone down and whatnot. But we're all figuring this out together. So, oh, Ryan Harris didn't know that Miss Jodi Benson was in Smile. Yes, that is your musical theater history. And there's a great album series called Unsung Broadway, and they did a beautiful recording of that song because an album of the soundtrack does not exist. So you should check that out on YouTube, and there may be a bootleg or two of Jodi Benson singing Disneyland. It's a beautiful song, and I love it very much. So let me see what you all commented while I was singing with my eyes closed. My friend said Pio Pio is your favorite quarantine snack. Yeah, I went to this restaurant. It was delicious. Oh, great. The husband and I are having a date night with chips, salsa, and a beverage. I wish I was there with you. I will have to whip out my own chips and salsa. Mercedes, I love this. All right. Well, this time I'm really excited because I'm bringing on my sister. So she should have the code to get in this. It's Facebook Live is weird. You do it through Zoom. So Deidre is going to join us at any moment. Deidre, I hope that some of you, I'm sure some of you know Deidre. If you don't, you are in for a treat. Deidre and I grew up doing shows together at Moonlight, and I thought I would bring her on, and we worked on it all day, and we figured out a way to do a duet together that is not affected by the delay. So I'm really excited with this. I'm just gonna text her right now and tell her to join the Zoom. Yes. Oh, we're good. Great. I have so much help over here. You should see that I'm sitting on a bench. I have a plastic bin on this table with my laptop. I have my YouTube light here. I have a Bluetooth speaker. It's just so crazy. Oh! Deidre!
Hi!
How are you?
I'm good. I thought we were going to talk after.
Oh, well, we can talk before or after.
Well, we're here, so let's chat.
Sorry. Oh,
you
man.
spotting bugs, like we were crying, laughing. That was Mike was like literally in tears. Mike was like, "Oh my gosh!" And him crying, laughing, me cry laughing, especially because it actually legit does remind me of Moonlight. Like way back in the day, remember, Mom would get that skin so soft, and you had to like put it all over you because otherwise you'd come home and you'd be like, bit.
I people, we're lucky because we did Moonlight like in the like old school days, like before the stage house was built, and so it was like camping backstage. Like there was those camper dressing rooms.
Oh yeah,
and then
people,
like
they don't know.
No,
these new people, they don't know.
Yeah, they're so spoiled.
They're so spoiled.
Yeah,
but that was like special too, like it's beautiful now, but that had like a charm to it in its own way. Like hanging your hanger on a tree. That's great.
Well, let's go through and say which shows we did at Moonlight, and then the people commenting can say which ones they saw. Also, I'd like to hear what your favorite shows were. So we did Peter Pan together.
Yes, Peter Pan.
Then we did The King and I together that summer. Then I think Ragtime was right after that.
Yeah.
Which was...
I think not the next summer, 2 summers. We'll have to confirm that. But yeah, then Ragtime, for sure.
Yeah, there were 2 summers. But or there was a summer between.
In between, yeah.
Yeah, and then we did, I think then I did Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, then I remember the next summer that we were in shows was the summer that me, you, and Jarvis were trying to all be in The Sound of Music together.
Yeah, that didn't work so well.
Yeah, and we're the performers of the family, and neither of us got The Sound of Music, but Jarvis did.
Jarvis, our non-performing brother, did. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got in Seussical, and you were in...
Well, I got in Seussical too, but I couldn't do it.
What? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best choice. Maybe, hopefully none of our professors are watching this, but I did a thing at school, and I couldn't do both.
Oh my gosh. I literally did. I must have forgotten that information.
Yeah, I I could have worked with David Angle, but I mean, oh well.
I mean, you worked with David though now, right? Like,
no, I've never worked with him yet. I'd love to work with him without David.
Oh my gosh! Well, I remember when
I did Millie that same summer. I was in Millie after you.
Which I'm glad that you got to do Millie because you've ended up doing the show 3 times, and you started in the ensemble, but then you ended up playing Millie, and you were like the best show. Millie ever. There's actually several great Millies.
Well, it's a great role. You can really make it your own.
Yeah, one of the other great Millies is actually watching Darcy Roberts. So,
hi Darcy.
I know. Yeah, there's just so many fantastic women that have played Millie. So we did Seussical, Millie, then.
Oh, wait, no, you did Crazy for You. I was gone that summer.
Oh, no. Next was 42nd Street.
Oh, first. Yes, you're right. Okay, so 42nd Street.
So we did 42nd.
That's the last show I did at the Moonlight.
Yeah, that was your last.
Well, not my last. The most recent.
Right. Of course. Which was really special that we did 42nd Street together because it was the first show in the new stage house. So,
so really for people who don't know, since Moonlight didn't have like a backstage, they built the whole backstage, right? And then they were able to have a curtain that went up and down. So they picked 42nd Street on purpose because of how it starts, and then you see everyone's feet tapping, except, and I just got chills. Yeah. I got to stand next to each other. That's like one of the highlights of my life.
Yeah, I know. It was so special.
Standing next to each other in that opening, like tapping.
Yeah.
So great.
And then I did Crazy for You. And then I think just Catch Me If You Can was the last thing.
I saw Catch Me. I was gone.
Yeah. But, Deidre and I, we grew up doing all of these shows together. And so Moonlight was like, that's where we were every summer if we weren't in a show. Like, I remember we sold raffle tickets before every show. Yeah. Because we were obsessed with Footloose that summer.
Yes, because I was thinking about that when we were talking earlier today. I was like, why did I see Footloose like 6 times? And I was like so obsessed with it. And I was so obsessed with the guy that played, not Ren, the other guy.
Willard. Brian Purcell.
So yeah, he's great. Wherever he is today, Brian, you were a great Willard.
Yeah.
You're a great Willard.
Yeah. Well, I kind of told this. I told the story of how I was cut from the Peter Pan audition, but like
Yes,
the tag
I heard
of that is that Deidre actually like asked my mom if she could go back with me to the callback because she like worked with me in the whole car ride. This is per Deidre's request that she was like, "Can I please go like with Jacob? I really want to work on his callback side with him on the drive back."
I don't remember that at all. I just know that I just said this to Mike when you were telling that story. Like, that has wrecked me because till this day now, if I'm cut from a callback, I'm like, well, maybe they made a mistake. Like, maybe cut the wrong person. And it's like, that flipping never happens.
Oh my
but
gosh.
because that happened, now it's always like, maybe that's
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, you are still in New York right now.
Yep, still in New York.
Crazy.
At the center.
Yeah, and but you are Deidre is a pretty you are a lioness. You are very you just have you've been through a lot. You're just so strong, and I think you've had such a great perspective on all of this, and I know that you have gotten some wonderful time with your kids.
Yeah.
Your 4 children. And I know that you must
complaining about that. The quality time is nice.
Yeah.
It is hard now that we're in the 3rd week, but we're doing a lot of family music time.
Well, great. Well, I'll bring you on for a little bit after as well. I think you have to leave. I can't. If I kick you out, you won't be able to get back in. But basically, what we did is I recorded myself singing with a track. Deidre listened to it on a headphone. She sang with just her voice. I edited the track on top of her voice, and so now I am going to.
Very high tech.
Huh?
It's very high tech.
It's so ridiculous.
All day.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a duet. One of Deidre's most incredible roles that she ever played was Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, and you've always loved Judy Garland and The Wizard of Oz. You're a Wizard of Oz girl. And so this is a mashup of Somewhere Over the Rainbow and Rainbow Connection that my musical director, the first time I did my cabaret, Alan Bukowicki, wrote, and I just love it. And I have always wanted to sing it with Deidre, and it's funny that this is the first time we're getting to sing it together in this.
We're singing it together for the first
time. But I think that's what's just really cool about this time is that even though we all have to quarantine and be apart, we're so blessed to have this technology that can bring us together and
Amen. I thought that was so cool today. I was like, hey, this ain't gonna stop us. Like, look at all this technology. We're still gonna sing together. Like,
that's right.
I really felt like I was singing with. Well, I mean, I was singing with you, just not the same room.
Yeah,
but it was great.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
All right. Well, leave, and then you can pop back on after, and we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me just cue up this video. This is gonna be fun. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere dreams that you dare to dream failing to come true.
Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing?
And what do we think we might see?
Someday we'll find it,
The rainbow connection,
the lovers,
the dreamers,
and me, all of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers,
the dreamers,
and me. La da da dee da da do. La da 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 dee da do. That went pretty well.
Dude, that was great. That was cool.
That was so much work.
That was so much work, but it was so worth it.
It was, yeah.
That was so fun.
I'm so glad that that worked out.
That made me really happy. So
Yeah.
thanks for asking me to do it. I feel like
of course.
really honored.
I
That's my first time singing together in a while, but it was cool. It made my week.
Great. Well, thank
I
you.
did have one Moonlight story that I didn't get to totally say.
Oh,
Just-
yeah, please. Please
So-
tell a story so I can indulge in my wine.
Go
and take a
ahead,
break.
just for you. So I'm just curious because I'm sure mom and dad are watching, and I don't know if they know this, but during that opening number of 42nd Street, at the end, what do you call these? Everyone in
Oh,
theater.
the like flapper thingies.
And he would always, you had to go full out. There's like 3 counts of 8, and Jacob and I were standing right next to each other, and we were like, who are mom and dad gonna look at? Remember? And we were like, going, and you get to the second count of 8, and you're going, and you're going. And I was like, oh no, they're looking at me. I also had a red wig, so that helped me. I don't know if we ever found out who won, but they
Well,
probably
'cause I
don't.
feel like-
Remember that? They don't know tap, but
Yeah, well, because John Ingstrom like made it like pretty competitive. Because remember, we learned the whole number. Like a beautiful little ladybug just flew on my computer. He made us learn the whole number, and then he like placed us based on
Yes.
like how well we did it.
of course.
So I was like,
that's
yes,
Johnny.
front line.
Remember? That's how he is. He's like, you better earn that spot. You want to be in the center? You prove you deserve to be in the center.
Right, and for that step, we were in the center section.
Yep.
So it was very
Well, I
competitive.
remember you were right to my right, and I was like, I will outdance you. You better believe it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciated it.
Yeah, thanks for asking me. Have
Yeah.
fun. I
Okay.
love that you're doing this outside. I confess, I actually thought that was way complicated, but now watching it, I'm like, good choice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun. It's fun to see the moon. Okay, I love you.
Have fun.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Well, so funny. It's 8:45. Justin, how am I doing on time? Because I had 2 more songs planned. But if I have to go, I can go. But I don't know if you all are having a good time. I would love to just sing these last 2 songs. If you all are still interested. So, oh, Mallory's here. Yay! Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed that duet. That was arranged by my friend Alan Bukowicki, and he just like put my brain power like to actual logistics with that music. So this next song is from a show. I actually used this song to close out my cabaret at Moonlight, and it's been interesting resuming at this time because songs just have such a different context now in movies, and we see things that we don't see. I was watching Monsters Inc. the other day, and when like the CDA, the Child Detection Agency, like comes and they're like, "We have child!" like, and they're all like freaking out. I was like so triggered, because of the coronavirus. But this song is in the show. It is sung by somebody that's dying, and he's sort of singing to in an imaginary dream sequence to all of the people, all of his family and friends. And so I closed it at my show at Moonlight because I thought it was very fitting to come home and sort of sing this to so many people that I love. But it's been amazing revisiting this song, and this time because it has a whole new context and a whole new meaning. And I'm sure that you'll be touched by the way that this song kind of resonates right now. So this is from the musical Big Fish, and this is how it ends. I've seen this all before. When I was just a child, I met a man who took a bow and showed me how it ended. We stood here on this stage. The air was sweet and mild, with disbelief implausibly suspended. And in my child's imagination, I remember you, though I didn't know if we were foes or friends. But now you're sitting here, I see the vision coming clear. I know exactly how this ends. It ends with you. It ends with me. It ends the way a story's ending is supposed to be. A bit insane, a touch of pain, adeptly told, yet uncontrolled. It ends with faith. It ends with love. It ends with water in the river and the sun above. Part epic tale, part fire sail, but all sincere. And standing here, I know I wasn't perfect. I know my life was small. I know that I pretended that I knew it all. But when you tell my story, and I hope somebody does, remember me as something bigger than I was. It ends with sons. It ends with wives. It ends with knowing when the pavement bends, we find our lives. So let it come and let me go. Show me the waves and let them flow. It all ends well. This much I know. Singing that on the stage at Moonlight to end my show was very difficult, but I made it through. Thank you all so much for watching. this next song. That was the show that closed my cabaret at Moonlight, and this next song was my encore, but there's not really an encore space in these lives because I'm not going to just restart the video. So before I sing this last song, I just want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope that I was able to sort of help you pause and breathe during this extremely weird time. I know that we've all been affected so differently, and I know that for me, like the first couple of weeks, I just like took 3 naps a day. I could barely get out of bed. I just was so struggling so much with what to do. And I think that what I'm learning in this time is how much we define ourselves by maybe things we shouldn't define ourselves by. You know, I define myself by my show, by my work, my schedule, and this sort of pause button that's been put on us is really actually helping me connect with people I wanted to connect, and you know, really think about like, what are we doing? You know, so I think that there's some really positive and beautiful things to come out of this time. And one of these is this. I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. So thank you to Moonlight. Please continue to support Moonlight and tune into these weekly events that they're doing. There's a tap class and the hula class during the week. And then, of course, we're the weekends with the Friday cabaret. So which is, you know, what I'm going back to kind of what I'm learning during this time. I've talked with some people about we're always sort of on the edge of the unknown. And I think that this time has really taught us all very clearly how much we are on that edge. And, you know, I did my cabaret at Moonlight literally a month and a half ago, and couldn't have even dreamed that I would be here outside in North Carolina doing a digital concert now. But that's sort of what life is about. And that's what I love, that lyric in the Big Fish song, that when the pavement bends, that's where we find our lives. So thank you all so much. Lastly, some other artists during this time are sort of doing a digital tip jar thing. So if you feel so inclined, you can search me on Venmo. My Venmo handle is just my name, Jacob Haren. If you just want to send $1 or $5, there's literally no pressure like whatsoever, because it is a very weird time for all of us, and a lot of us have been laid off. I just wanted to give that option to people that might be interested, and I'm going to send a few bucks to my dear friend Alan Bukowicki, who last minute made all of these piano tracks for me to sing with. But again, that's like literally no pressure at all. I just wanted to offer that information in case it interested anybody. So thank you all again so much for tuning in. This last song is a really special one, and I think that, again, context. In this time, I leave you with this. Oh, this is right. Okay. Happiness is finding a pencil, pizza with sausage, telling the time. Happiness is learning to whistle, tying your shoe for the very first time. Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band. And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream, knowing a secret, climbing a tree. Happiness is 5 different crayons, catching a firefly, setting him free. Happiness is being alone every now and then. And happiness is coming home again. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you. Happiness is having a sister, sharing a sandwich, getting along. Happiness is singing together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best during this time. Keep your head up, stay positive, hug those that are close to you, spread some love, and keep a watch on the Moonlight page. And for more fun, finally Friday concerts. I have a bottle of wine to finish, and sorry, that noise just keeps coming in. But thank you all so much for joining me. It's hard not to be able to see all of your faces, but it's such a difficult time for artists and entertainers right now. And as we kind of forge this new path and find out how we can sort of connect with people still with our art. So it's truly a privilege getting to sing for all of you tonight, to share my voice with you. And I wish you all the best. Take care. Thank you so much.